This is a Sports Catastrophe production.
Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe Birthday Boy. And the birthday boy for today, August the 13th, is a basketball player who was a legend for Kentucky in college, only played 1 year and getting a top 5 draft pick. He was a star for Sacramento and basically their only star for a long time. And then he went on to play for Golden State and many teams after that. He is known as Boogie, blame it on the boogie, and he's 34 years old today. His name is Demarcus Cousins. Demarcus Cousins was born and raised in Mobile, Alabama, and would attend a high school and played in the All-American Boys game for McDonald's. He was a massive recruit. He was actually ranked the top power forward and center for a while. He first committed to UAB but never signed the letter of intent. So, man, it would have been big for UAB to get DeMarcus Cousins. But then he decommitted and went to Memphis for March 2009. But then he reopened his recruitment after John Calipari moved from Memphis to be hired at Kentucky. And so he decided to follow Calipari to Kentucky and signed the letter of intent. Cousins was good in his one season with Kentucky, helping them get to the Elite Eight in the 2010 NCAA tournament. Cousins shockingly would announce after the tournament that he would forego his final years of eligibility and enter the 2010 NBA draft. So that's what he did. And looking at the picks ahead of him, only John Wall, who was the number 1 pick by Washington out of Kentucky, his fellow Wildcat, it seemed that, him being number 5 to the Kings was a big mistake. Philly decided to use his resources on Evan Burner Turner. The Nets decided to use their pick on Derek Favors from Georgia Tech. And Minnesota decided to go after Syracuse's Wesley Johnson. All massive busts. Regardless of that, he signed his rookie year with the Kings and did quite well. He was named to the All-Rookie team for the 2011 season. Cousins was sent home from a game against the Hornets because Paul Westphal, the head coach, says that Cousins was unwilling to embrace traveling in the same direction as his team. But Westphal was the one who was fired from the Kings. He played in the Rising Stars Challenge and he did okay. However, Demarcus Cousins was given a 2-game suspension for confronting San Antonio color commentator and former player Sean Elliott in a hostile manner. Elliott made some remarks about Cousins about trying to bully Tim Duncan on the court. He left the locker room, Cousins did, and waited on the court for Elliott to finish his postgame show before confronting him. Cousins did apologize to Elliott a year later, which Elliott accepted. Cousins would be suspended indefinitely for the Kings December of 2012 for unprofessional behavior, but after a couple days, the thing was lifted. Unfortunately, though, Cousins had problems. He had 16 technical fouls, was ejected a lot, and was suspended by the league and Kings many times. Despite all that, he signed a 4-year, $62 million deal with the Kings. And Cousins would give $1 million to the families of Sacramento. And opened the season with a 30.14 rebounds, performance against the Nuggets. Cousins did decently in all that. He missed some games because of viral meningitis. And he was picked to go to the 2015 All-Star game to replace Kobe Bryant, making it the first Kings player in 11 years to get an honor like that, which was unusual. Well, Sacramento was struggling, a sign of the times. So anyway, after a couple of games in 2015, he was named one of only 3 players to have consecutive 20-point, 20-rebound, 10-assist games, others being Elgin Baylor and Wilt Chamberlain, so he could dish the ball and all that. He put up 56 points against the Hornets one game and broke Chris Webber's record for most points by a Sacramento player. So anyway, Cousins was great for Sacramento, but his on the court issues would be huge. So at the trade deadline, Cousins and teammate Omri Caspi were traded from Sacramento to New Orleans for Tyreek Evans, Buddy Hield, Langston Galloway, and a couple of draft picks. That actually worked out as Hield and Evans would help Sacramento out in the long run. He made his debut with the Pelicans 3 days later. Anyway, Cousins would do quite well in all that. And he had a 44 point, 24 rebound, 10 assist game against the Bulls January 2018, making him the first player since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 1972 to do so. Unfortunately, he had a torn left Achilles and went through season-ending injury. Cousins couldn't find any outstanding contract offers. He was signed for a one-year minimum deal of $5.3 million in 2018, so he could join Durant, Curry, and Draymond, among others. He was assigned to the G League, or the minor leagues, to help heal his Achilles and all that. Cousins unfortunately had a torn left quad in Game 2 of the first round of the playoffs and didn't play much. He did return in Game 1 of the 2019 NBA Finals in Toronto against the Raptors, but didn't really play that many minutes. So that was kind of one of the reasons why the Raptors could stomp all over the Warriors. Anyway, he decided to sign a one-year deal with the Lakers in 2019-20 to be reunited with Anthony Davis, his former teammate for the Pelicans. Unfortunately, he never played for the Lakers. He had an ACL and an off-season pickup game and tore it. So anyway, the Lakers got a disabled player exception and waived him so that Markieff Morris could sign. The Lakers would win the 2020 NBA Finals, which gotta be harsh on Cousins because his team won the NBA Finals and he wasn't part of it. But the Lakers engraved Cousins' name on that championship ring, so he still got a ring. He would sign with that Rockets in December 2020. And then the next day, the Rockets picked up John Wall in a trade, who was Demarcus' teammate with Kentucky. Unfortunately, the Rockets would waive Cousins after playing only 25 games. He's had a 10-day contract with the Clippers and would sign another one and then would be signed for the rest of the year. So he ended 2021 with the Clippers and played 16 games for them. And then he signed with Milwaukee and would be waived in January 2022. He played 17 games for them and then went to the Nuggets and would be signed for the remainder of the 2022 season. He put up 31 points in 24 minutes in one game, which would be huge. Demarcus tried out with the Lakers and failed, and then went to Puerto Rico. So anyway, he went to Taiwan's basketball league and all that. And on February 23rd, 2024, he was announcing that he would not make an NBA comeback. And he helped his team win the Taiwan Basketball Association title. So anyway, DeMarcus Cousins actually did play for the United States, winning the gold medal at the Olympics with in Rio 2016. So we have a time with Sacramento, New Orleans, Golden State, Houston, Clippers, Milwaukee, and Denver. So that's 7 teams. 654 career NBA games, 19.6 points per game, 10.2 rebounds per game. Only 3 playoff appearances. 2019 with the Warriors, playing 8 games, starting 5 of them, of course, being hurt by his injury. 2021 with the Clippers, he played in 7 games with them. In 2022, he played with the Nuggets for 5 games, but that was the season before the Nuggets won the NBA title. 1 year in college. He has 4 sisters and a brother. Has 2 children. Married his longtime girlfriend. So anyway, Demarcus Cousins was there, and you can blame it on the boogie. Anyway, I'm Jeff. I'm gonna do.